streaming.
You can't hear my TV, right?
Just a little bit.
Great. Let me.
Oh yeah, no.
Turn
You
that
want
down
the
a little bit,
professionalism is learning how to fucking do the thing here. Let's check the channel.
Oh. Yeah,
Man.
let's crank this down a little bit.
You know what? I'm
Down
just
to
gonna chuck
7.
Anon in here, and he can leave if he doesn't like it.
He said if he doesn't fucking like it, he can leave.
Yeah.
Love it or leave it.
Anon.
Love it.
I am anonymous. There you go, bunk.
What's up?
What's up? We're gonna stream about the Trump
Audio
thing.
We're gonna stream what now?
I'm streaming about the fucking Donald Trump shooting. Do you want to be in or not? You can leave if you don't like it. I was like, I don't want to spend like a half hour asking. If you don't want to be in, you can just leave.
No, I was just like, you didn't specify. I'm like, I'm in. Am I in or? Oh, okay. Now I see what you were asking. Yeah, I saw footage of it. My sister actually sent a picture. Actually texted the family group chat. I was like, hey, is like, look at this. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Some Democrat tried to shoot him.
Probably. So if we are live, I'm having trouble fucking pulling up my channel because of course I am. Where the fuck is it? I know the thumbnail is gonna be wrong. Your videos, here we go.
I'm hoping the person who did it is somebody I disagree with, so I can be mean to them.
To me, he reacted in the same way. Freaking, what's his name? Theodore Roosevelt
Oh,
reacted.
oh no.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
have to change this thumbnail. It's the Fauci fucking picture. Holy shit.
That's the Fauci picture.
It's the
It's
dog
Vince
picture.
McMahon picture again. Who cares?
No. How do you fucking change the thumbnail? I need to know. Oh, here. I think I found it.
Did Fauci admit that he lied to the people and saying that he didn't know what he was talking about to begin with and just kind of went with his best gut choice?
Yes, he did say
Okay,
that,
here, I'm
which
gonna
is
check
fucking insane to hear from literally any politician. It's not exactly
So our
surprising to hear,
audio,
but it is a
our
terrible
audio
thing
is
to
coming through. You know what? We will keep the Fauci picture up. Fuck it.
hear.
Hashtag professionalism, baby. That's what we're doing.
Listen, Fauci was the one who shot him.
All right,
That's
so wait.
the angle.
Yeah. So wait. No. I'm gonna be the first one to say this. Another Simpsons fucking prophecy came true.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, don't you remember Donald Trump dead was like one of their predictions on the show? That was before he ever
Well, he's
became
gonna
president.
die eventually.
Well, yeah.
At some point.
Yeah, I know, but you
so
know,
Donald Trump dead is
I if I don't say it, some other asshole will, so I'm taking the credit.
fair enough. Fair.
Fucking beautiful.
Gosh. Yeah.
Shame I tried to reach out for Royal and Nickel couldn't get him. So
Get like 15 people in here to talk over one another.
oh yeah, no, that'd be the way to go. It'll be like
Yeah.
fucking, I forgot the other guy's name that I got an on from. What was the damn channel? My brain's frying out. Oh,
Yeah.
a Rabo server.
Huh.
So
Is that the one that you invited me to, or
yeah, I thought you didn't take it.
I didn't take it because I
Yeah.
was like, I don't want to do Discord servers anymore,
It's neat. It's
and I
got its
stand
moments.
by it.
No, it's fine.
I'm sure I'll get bored enough eventually during this next semester to run in there.
Let me open this up in a spare tab and mute it really quick just to see if anybody's fucking along with this. So is he confirmed shot? Because I saw like a thumbnail that said it maybe not. Oh, here we go.
What else would it be? It might have been like an
fucking
air rifle
Meadow
or something.
Fembot is fucking. That's one of Jim Mediker's fucking things. Bubba's in the stream. But that says I was 22 caliber rifle. 22 and that'll.
That's
caliber?
what I immediately thought. That's the lowest caliber you can get, isn't it?
Yeah.
22.
I believe.
It's a BB is considered 1.17, but actually no, it was like 0.17. I think that's like
I
a
would
tiny caliber.
respond to Meadow in the chat here. This is Discord's cancer. Remember when Jim refused to use Discord? I think he eventually got around to it.
Eventually.
I didn't know it existed until we were at a funeral and our cousins told us about it. And we're like, oh, my sister has a Discord somewhere. My sister has a Discord.
So let's get back to the shooting. What's happened so far?
Right. From what I saw, I was downstairs with my parents, and they said that it was that he was at a rally in right about an hour north of Philly, and he was at a rally, and he had just gotten on stage, and immediately there was shots heard, multiple shots, by the way, and only one seemed to hit him, and they say it came from behind him.
So here's
what I've heard.
Here's the rub on this shit. I was sitting there already scripting up, like, talking shit and Democrats thing in here, and I was like, since they don't have their way, I was sitting there thinking if anyone was going to get shot, since fucking the left is, like, trying hardcore to get Joe the fuck out of the way.
Right.
This would be the time. Here's, if you've ever seen fucking House of Cards, I'm going to make that prediction. If he lives, this is going to be terrible for the left. Because he's going to
That's what I thought.
Yeah, he's got the sympathy card if he lives.
My dad said immediately they made him a martyr, and I was just like, yeah.
I mean, if it's like you've got the guy that it's Donald Trump, almost getting assassinated. I'm glad he's alive, because it only seemed like to graze him, and he stood back up and he really wanted to fight the guy, fight whoever would have shot him.
So he's fine.
Funny.
Yeah, but he's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
The Secret Service said he's okay.
So this is all win.
Yeah, I mean,
fantastic.
It's like you got, it's like you've got, basically the guy that's winning everybody over. Then if they get rid of Joe Biden, they're going to put the governor of the Socialist Republic of California if they want to get rid of Biden.
That's what Meat
Newsom
thinks it is. No, look,
yeah.
Here's the whole thing. He thought it would be too soon. I think the left is definitely stupid enough since he's Bernie Sanders 2.0. He is.
Yeah, I mean, don't hear me argue. You said you don't hear me disagreeing with you, but he's the reason why they like him because of the Bernie Sanders 2.0. Because Bernie Sanders is an old geezer who still remembers the USSR.
Well, here's what I asked this question in Wall Street Bets of all fucking places, and the answer I got kind of chilled me because as stupid as it was, I was like, fuck. And he's like, I kind of want to vote for Gavin Newsom when he runs, because I had mentioned it to him, and I was like, why? He's like, it looks good. And I was like, fuck! That's all he needs! People are that stupid! People are that dumb! That they'll definitely, he looks right. Isn't that what Lincoln said? He's like, I'm the world's ugliest man. He'd never get fucking elected today. So yeah, Gavin definitely has the look of a fucking politician.
Yeah, but so does Ted Cruz.
Well, Ted ever run? Oh,
I would hope he would. I'd vote for him if he did.
So here's the funny thing is, you think Michelle should have ran?
I don't like the idea.
You mean Mitchell?
Obama's wife.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but everybody's saying that she looks like a man. They're calling her, instead of Michelle, they call her Mitchell.
Well,
or something like that.
She's got the one thing that Brock had going for him, except it's on steroids. She's clean right now.
Right now.
Yes, right now. That was the big complaint. They're like, you can't rush her out right now. She hasn't done anything. Exactly. They're clean.
Yeah.
I was shooting.
He didn't fuck over a state or something.
I was shooting the shit with my uncle, and he said, he's like, if Michelle Obama wins, there's the black vote.
Well,
he starts running, there's the black vote.
Here's the problem.
I wouldn't vote for her.
Well, no. Think about it like this. We're at trying times right now. Do you want to be the first female president that took down the House? When I say the House, not the House of Representatives, I mean the House that is the United States. Like, you don't know what you're doing. These are very trying fucking times.
No. Yeah, we can't be experimenting right now. We need another few years of milquetoast white neocons before we can throw Michelle in there. That's what I think.
Should have did that in the 20s.
Jesus.
Have you forget women's suffrage? Let's just put a women in.
Have you heard the people who've turned on fucking Joe so far?
Yes.
George Clooney did so far.
Disney did.
Huh?
That's the woke fucking paragon of the left. Disney doesn't want Joe Biden in. And yes, I know about George Clooney. He specifically did, like, what was it, some $15 million, $30 million fundraiser where supposedly he sat there and said, the Joe Biden that you saw from that fucking thing is the Joe Biden I met. And he's like, no, that's not a flop. That's him right now.
What's the reason he gave for turning on him? Is just because he's old?
he's not coherent. Like,
well, yeah, but I wonder if for a lot of people that didn't seem to matter.
So here's the rub on this, and I know this is I have to apologize whenever you make a remark that compares somebody to Hitler as very lefty and obnoxious. But remember when he introduced fucking Zelensky and he screwed up and called him Putin?
Oh God, yes. Oh my
Imagine
God.
if you were introducing Winston Churchill and you flubbed up and said Hitler. And,
Oh.
But here's the other thing. He didn't, like, if he would have immediately slapped his head and said, "Sorry folks, I'm tired," you could walk away. Like, it's gonna look terrible, but your friends will forgive you and all that shit. The fact that he said it and it didn't register, like he didn't catch it, like it was it was there,
God.
and he had no idea. And I'm like, I'm at a point, like there's a point where I hate on people when it starts to get pathetic. We're like, just go home now. Like,
just get out,
before,
please.
I definitely wanted like more terrible shit to happen to him. You know, granted, him staying where he is helps the right. So by all means, if you're on the left and you want Joe Biden in there, tell him. There is also this. If he leaves, there's people who definitely want him. The people who don't want him are the people with the money, like the donors. So it's going to look like, oh, so basically we don't matter. It's just about money.
Yes.
I saw this is kind of a bit of a meme, but someone, they started I saw this on granted on TikTok, but it was still kind of funny, just naming all these just started naming all the achievements of one of these presidents. Very few, I might add, but then it's just an old photo of Jimmy Carter, like a most recent photo of Jimmy Carter. It's like Carter 2024. I'm like, oh my God.
Carter is and here's the funny thing about this. All the old presidents who were too old are more mentally with it than fucking goddamn Joe Biden. Remember when they sat there and said that Bob Dole, and let me be clear here, I don't want Bob Dole for president, and I didn't want him back then, is more mentally with it today than Joe Biden is today.
Isn't Bob Dole dead?
No, he's still alive, last I heard.
Who?
I think
Bob Dole
pretty
was
sure
one
Bob
of the people.
Dole's dead.
Did he roll? He ran against Clinton, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so, but
Bob Dole? Okay, let's see here.
he is dead.
No, he's dead. He's dead.
Oh, I stand corrected.
Yeah.
I stand behind everything I said.
That's funnier because you're like, he's more coherent, and I'm like, he's fucking dead. An actual fucking
Someone
car.
clip that. Oh, damn it. Meadow doesn't have their channel anymore. Fuck. You failed me for the last time, Maya.
I'm standing by the idea that Bob Dole is a better president than Biden. He's a fucking corpse.
At least a corpse can't say anything stupid.
Yeah, it's like, you mean Bob Dole when he was alive? Nope.
God.
Well, you know what? I say fuck it. Let's go with the bureaucracy. We vote a dead guy in.
It's like Beetlejuice.
All right, North Korea, we're trying what you do out for once.
God. So we
do a seance.
So wait,
That's how he
no,
gives
tell me that's not a TV
Yeah.
show, like fucking, a night at Bernie's with the president. Or is
That would be good.
Yeah, I think so.
Sell that to somebody.
Who would you book to be the dead guy?
Reagan.
Oh.
I mean, no, like what actor?
I think you meant an actor.
Oh.
I mean, technically he could totally stick to his guns on that one.
Dick Van Dyke.
Oh.
Dick Van Dyke's mine.
Reagan was an actor.
I'd feel so bad for laughing at Dick Van Dyke's corpse. He's still moving around.
Yeah, Dick Van Dyke's still alive.
His skin maybe
Surprisingly.
Oh no, it's still funny hearing Jim Cornette bitch at him. He's like, "How dare these old people older than me walk around and be more active than I am?"
Oh my grandfather was like that. He's like this old guy. He's like I'm like Papa, he's 76. You're 82. What the
Dude, my dad's the exact same way. My dad's 76, and he'll look at someone else who's 76 and be like, "Damn, that old fart." And I'm
So
like, "Dad."
I have to get this point across that I've never hidden how chauvinistic I am. So I want you to know this. It brings me. I can't say this enough times because it always makes people groan. But the men when I hear this, like there's a little part of them that agree with me. We might have got a black president, but he still had a penis. Think about that though. Yeah, just know that. Let's see if we get how many different colored penises we could get in there before the first woman gets in.
Circumcised, uncircumcised. That's a good idea.
Okay, so we're gonna go dig up freaking George Washington's corpse and look and see if he had his hood cut off or not?
didn't. That wasn't my idea. My Ashkenazi friend over here brought up the circumcision.
Yeah, man.
I forgot, Anon. What are you? You're Baptist?
Yes.
See, I didn't screw up and say Eastern Orthodox this time.
My dad has a problem with.
I just started singing in Greek. Well, I can't sing in Greek. I can sing Hatikva. That's about it.
I can sing in Hebrew.
That's what Hatikva is.
Yeah, I know.
I like how you waited for a second there. Yeah, I know. Looks both ways.
Yeah, sure.
He's at the table. His mom's looking at him. You better know. What kind of son did I raise?
That's actually funny because my mom's Methodist. I've explained it before in another. There's a lot of lore that's hard to explain about me, but fact of the matter is that my parents have some problem with Baptists for literally no reason. Because I explained to my dad something about it. I was like, "Oh, there's a church there," and he's like, "Is it a Baptist church?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and he's like, "You ain't going to no Baptist church," and I was like, "Okay."
I mean, I don't.
It was all the same flavor of Christian to me.
I don't. Oh, okay. Anyways.
Well, I'm not trying to be offensive. Listen, I'm just saying they control the banks. Those Christians, you can't trust them. I mean, we all know this. I'm kidding.
What is fucking Jamie Dimon's fucking goddamn ethnicity?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Ambiguous. We'll just put down ambiguous.
Whenever I get in arguments with certainly family members who aren't there to defend themselves, so I'm not going to mention them by name. And they're like, "Oh, so and so is so bad." I was like, "Oh yeah, if he's so good, then how come you're fucking the guy who's in charge of your bank isn't fucking pro economy right now if things are fucking working out so good?"
Oh gosh.
Look, I'm not, you could go broke listening. They know what they're doing. The banks, this point.
Yeah. You think about it.
Yes. Jesus.
Oh boy, jeez.
What is it actually showing up on the fucking stream? Let's see, Donald Trump.
Oh, I sure hope hope it's
stage.
here. I sure hope we're live because that was awesome.
I mean, I'm not clicking on it. I mean, I'm told you can kind of get away with looking at these for like small periods of time.
Oh boy. Still can't believe that that Donald Trump got fucking shot. It's still such a weird thing.
Let's play the 4D chess thing. Do you think he might have put somebody up to do it?
Well, it is just his ear. He seemed pretty good with it, and multiple shots, only one hit. I'm not saying I believe it, but I'm saying it's possible.
Yeah, no, I have no idea because I didn't know it was happening until freaking Anon. You. What do I call you again?
Yeah, I messaged you.
Yeah, sorry.
Burr. I messaged you, and I was just like...
Burr mentioned to me offhand, he's like, "Oh yeah, Donald Trump. What the hell was I contacting you about him? Let me look."
You just said hi, and I said hey, and then there was like 30 minutes of silence, and then I said, "President Trump just got shot." And you were like, "What?" You responded, "WAT." You're just, "What?" I was like, "He's fucking dead!"
I was about to be pissed if he was dead. I was like, "No! God damn it, the timing is so bad."
Listen. I'm a RFK. I'm on RFK's committee for his not re-election, but his election.
I'll take RFK.
So he would probably have a chance if the Republicans are just like, "All right, take the brainworm guy, let's go." Our golden boy's dead. We need him.
Is the brainworm thing legit or what?
Yes, he admitted it. He had a brainworm, but it was just like it was eaten. It like not that he had like a parasite go into his head and turn him into an alien or anything, but like just he had like a parasitic brainworm they got before it killed him. Like It was just like a bunch of people have parasitic brainworm. It sounds like I'm doing so much I can see myself in being his campaign advisor and being like, everybody has brainworms. It's okay. He's still good.
He's totally not an acidic Jew. He's not apocalyptic. There's no brainworm conspiracy, folks.
Yeah, but I will say this: his dad, RFK Sr., was, first of all, great guy. Wish he had been president. Maybe not over Nixon, but I still wish he would have been president. Was shot by a Palestinian. So if he gets into office, let's just say he might have some. What's that guy from Airplane who's like, "You killed my father, prepare to die." It might be like that. Oh boy.
The hell?
But
Person talking
still,
about?
it's so very. Yeah, there you go.
No, I was just looking at the chat. Somebody said something.
I thought you were talking about me because I was like, yeah, I don't know what I'm
Silver
talking about.
Diamond Team. What the fuck are you talking about?
What's going on?
No, yeah, the chat was. I'm like, is that like Pokemon stuff? Like, I'm way out of my element over there. Fuck.
Pokemon.
You got me as well because I have never played Pokemon, never watched the TV show.
Well, I've seen the show.
I played the Gen 1. And that's
Yeah, no, what the fuck that's supposed to mean?
Exactly.
You're a
There you
brony.
go.
You know what a generation is. Come on.
It was the first game.
All my friends played Pokemon in elementary school. I was just never allowed to play it.
I did. I'll be completely honest. If I was gonna do like one of those quick like fucking like meme videos, I was gonna hunt down the fucking Jefferson fucking thing and see if I could find a picture of fucking Kamala dancing right after Trump or Joe steps down.
She's only gonna be in office for like what?
6 months.
Yeah, I mean, then again, France got taken over in a month by Hitler, so a lot could happen in 6 months.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, I'm looking at what this
I
guy's
know I
saying.
started with the Donald or the Hitler fucking comparison, but just because she's gonna throw a couple of potheads in prison, we can't call her.
When you have
Hitler.
one of the worst dictators in the world, that has been studied throughout history. It's hard to not bring him up in one conversation.
No, I get you, but do we have to make for every time we're trying to win a political argument, we have to mention Hitler? And no one's even. I was about to say no one's getting shot, but someone did.
Someone got it.
Yeah, someone unfortunately got shot.
Yeah.
What's up, Icarus?
I'm thinking maybe it could have been an air rifle. Is what I heard from some people.
Oh, that'd be a
You don't think so?
Imagine if it turned out to be that.
That's what I heard from some people because
political left is so far in their beliefs they try to assassinate. They tried to assassinate someone with the airsoft rifle.
Yeah, exactly. You claim to be anti-gun, yet you shot somebody. Curious.
I kind of want.
I love that.
I want the shooter to look retarded, like the fucking Anon guy, the shaman. I'm gonna call.
Oh yeah, that guy.
I screwed up and called him by what he wants to be identified as, and I had a bunch of lefties. I was like, I'm gonna call him the furry, and they're like, no, we're gonna call him what he wants to be called. No, I'm gonna call him a furry.
Was it? Is that the guy who was smiled at or whatever?
The headdress guy.
Oh no! The guy who broke in. Wait a minute. Am I? Yeah.
The Indian headdress one who was fucking running around in the Capitol.
Yeah, that guy.
That goof. The thing I saw about that is that he was being escorted with the fucking security guard going, sir, you can't do that. And I'm like, this
stole the podium.
Yeah, no, I work at security. I'd have been a little bit more stiff with him. Probably would have got fired, but I would have been talking all kinds of tall shit.
Yeah. I get off for 30 minutes, so
yeah, we're probably not going to be going that long.
Because I've got dinner.
It doesn't matter because I had fires. I would have probably because I'm going to go to a burger joint down the road because I just got paid today. So.
Oh, In-N-Out Burger.
No, we don't even have. I think the closest In-N-Out burger is like an hour and a half away from me.
That's not too bad.
Oh, there's not even one. There's not even one in my state. We don't have anything in my state.
Well, the only person I heard who fucking rated it was Cornette, and he's like, no, he's like, it's not as good as Clover's, and I was like, well, we've got a Clover's nearby. That'll do, I guess.
There's a Culver's where I am.
Yeah.
We have in the southeast. We have a bunch of places that only exist in the southeast, and they're better than everything else. But that's only because we live here.
So Bubba in the chat says, some people are saying it was a BB gun. I mean, a pelleted gun can hit with the force of a 22 if you pump it enough.
What?
The thoughts and opinions of the audience. We're not encouraging people to try and pump a fucking BB gun to take out.
You just hear before you get shot. You hear you shoot your eye out, kid, and you just
trying to pop him in the sweet spot in the back of the head. I mean, even then, that's probably not going to break the skin much.
Yeah, but he's got a Red Ryder BB gun back there he got for Christmas. It's the Christmas Story kid who shot him.
You know what? I'll say something ignorant here. Imagine that had happened to Joe and he still fell over dead if it was a BB gun.
That's the thing, is I think Donald Trump he'll be like, if it was Joe Biden, he would have died. I made it. I would have survived.
Do you think
I'm glad I survived. He got hit in the air.
Do you think he'll do the machete thing where he'll like, and here's the bullet, where he's like posing with it all dramatic, like if you've ever seen the movie?
Oh shit! If I was him, I would.
I would too.
You saw him, like you see him in the video pumping his fist. Listen, I'm not a super huge Trump supporter, and even I was like, hell yeah. I was like, hell yeah, Donald, you show him.
Well,
honestly, there's some badass pictures from it already.
Well, the
really
thing
cool.
for Reagan is that they said if he didn't go get it checked out, he was going to die.
Yeah, but that is true.
Did you hear?
Now he can use the "miss me" line.
Do you know what Ronnie said? Fucking when he was in the fucking hospital van. I sure hope you boys
remember
are
it.
I sure hope you boys are Republicans.
Yeah. That's a good one. Oh fuck! Oh god, I love Reagan. Because that's what I was speaking to my dad about when it happened. I looked at him and I was like, "This hasn't happened since the '80s, right?" And he was like, "Yeah."
He broke the tradition for fucking presidents being shot. By the way, where are we on that? Was it like every 30, 40 years or whatever the fuck it is?
So it was Lincoln, Garfield, McKinley, Roosevelt, Kennedy, Reagan, Trump.
Yeah, but there's like a period of time that there was a fairly decent interval, like until like Reagan, survived, where someone would get shot and died. It was like so many years.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I cannot for the life of me think of the number without having to do some math, and by then the podcast will be
okay, never mind. I thought someone was just gonna punch it in and take a look.
I should know it as a history major, but I do not. I don't know.
You know what? I'll take a look. President.
Yeah, let's find out.
Shot every how many years? Should probably put it into Google, but I did YouTube.
40 something probably.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with 40. That was my guess. I said every 30, 40.
Yeah, 40 years, 63 to. Yeah, that seems about right.
Loud noise brings out a mountain crowd.
I guess it wouldn't. If it was a BB gun or an air rifle, it probably wouldn't have been as loud as people are making it out. It's just so surprising that there were multiple shots and every single one of them missed except his ear.
Got shot. But the thing is, Icky, he fucking finished his speech, I believe, or at least he came close to it. He stayed out there for like an hour.
Yeah, he said the bullet can't stop the bullness. And
Yes.
he beat the motherfucker to death. Can you imagine if he did, though? He probably would have if he had the chance.
Well, that was a different president, the dueling president that got...
Oh, yeah, that was Andrew Buttfuck Jackson. Yeah.
He was nutty. Like...
He what? Oh, no, I don't like Andrew Jackson.
If you've ever seen... There's a cartoon out there called What the Fuck 101.
I've not seen that.
Yeah, there's a scene in there where it talks about his dueling past. And
I mean, I've got nothing against dueling, obviously.
Well, no, the part that's funny, and he's like sitting there saying, "He called me a poltroon, I know, right?" And his master plan was, "I'm going to let the other guy shoot me first." What? That's crazy. So then he's allowed to have all the time in the world to line up his shot afterwards, because that's how dueling worked back in the day.
Yeah. You know what's actually interesting? Yesterday was the 220th anniversary of the Hamilton-Burr duel. I guess it's not that interesting, but it's
I gotcha.
Tangentially related. The silence that followed after that, I had to save as much as I could. I could hear it
someone
in the wind.
tangentially close to the presidency. Aaron Burr was a VP, right?
He was. He was Thomas Jefferson's VP.
I thought he was a treasury or something like that.
No, he shot Hamilton, who was treasurer. Yeah,
Because
he shot that guy. Yeah, I got all the deets. I got all the details on the Hamilton
I'll
thing.
tell you, Alex. Hot take: the Broadway play Hamilton was not that great.
Do you think the left is going to start blowing the fucking assassin?
What?
Do you think the
what?
left is going to start blowing the assassin? Acting like he's a hero.
Maybe the extreme far left, but I think anyone is like. I think even the communists.
I think Rachel Cunting Maddow will be like slobbing that knob, if you know what I mean. They'll be like, oh,
Jesus. Well, let me tell you.
Even people who disliked Kennedy were still horrified that he got shot.
Well, he died.
Yeah,
That's
but that
why.
was 60 years ago too, when we had more of a sense of like the country was more together, you know.
Yeah,
Because
then-
even Nixon, if you see the Nixon and Kennedy, I was about to say duel again. They didn't duel. The fucking debates. You see that Nixon says something along the lines of, "We have the same goals, just different ways of doing it." Imagine the president saying that fucking now. It's like Jesus. And so like there was like this level of understanding that like, oh, we're not enemies, we're just opponents. But now, if you're like, oh, I like Biden to someone who likes Trump, it's a fucking shit show, and the other way around as well. You know.
Well, here's the thing. I had a history teacher who actually worked on Nixon's campaign, and he said,
You told me about this.
"Yeah, no." He said he got to meet fucking JFK, and JFK looked at him resolvedly and said, "Well, he's a good man," and he's just like, "Wow, damn, he's good."
Yeah, and I mean Nixon when JFK was shot, he talked about how much it was, you know, like a bad thing because they were friends. Okay, well, friends might be a strong word,
Frenemies.
but they were colleagues in the Senate. They came up at around the same time. They worked on some bills together, I think, because Nixon helped push the Civil Rights Bill through to Eisenhower. Eisenhower was like, I don't want to do that, and Nixon was like, you're going to do it. Now you got me talking about Nixon, so now I'm going to go off. I'm going to go off for a while now. But they knew each other, and they were, you know, yeah, like you said, frenemies. They kind of were opponents. They were on different sides, but you know, they still had a mutual respect for each other.
So were you shocked that Nancy Pelosi turned on Joe?
Oh, does that happen? I didn't see that.
Yeah, she mentioned that, you know, you have a limited amount of time, something about that, about like gracefully stepping aside. But yeah, she's definitely in the camp of getting him out of there.
Huh.
That's what I kept thinking. Like, all these people were like subtly tapping Joe on the shoulder, and he's not getting the message. And I was like, I kept waiting for something like this to happen over there.
Yeah. Wow. That is weird. It is weird. I guess seeing the disunity in a two-party system is really weird.
Well,
is what I'm trying to get at.
Well, if nothing else, for history's sake, you can't sit there and say that we've had anything like this. You know, between the
exactly.
the shooting, the 11th hour, trying to fucking jostle the president, fucking to step down right before the election.
I mean, who are they going to put up?
I thought it
Joe Biden says, "Fuck it."
I thought it was too late. I thought it was too late to replace it. But then I saw the Zelensky remark, and I was like, you know, on second thought.
Like, I don't know what happens if they withdraw him or if he withdraws, and then they're just like, well, who are they going to put up? Like Gavin Newsom, probably.
You gave me an idea where I was like, if I were on the left,
Newsom?
I would do anything in my power to try and vie for more time. This could be that.
Right.
If you could convince Donnie, hey, look, you know, maybe take a little bit easy, but he'll probably see that and be like, no, let's do the election, get it done. Which would make him look even stronger. But yeah, if you could find a way to fucking goddamn get him to postpone so the left could get their act together.
Yeah, I don't know what would happen in that capacity if he just has no one to run against.
Well, the election's specifically in November.
Right.
How much more time do you think they would realistically need? I was thinking 3 months minimal.
Yeah, to the inauguration in January.
Well, here's how you would sell it to, you know, Donnie and be like, look. He's supposed to be there for 6 months after the election. As long as everything proceeds according to plan, meaning he has to get at the same time, what's the harm in moving 3 months? It just means you'll have less time to wait at the end. That's how I would sell it.
Yep. I'm being called for dinner. This was great, but I have to go.